Hey guys, it's Cullen here. I'm back with a new game in Planet Coaster. So, I left off last time, I think I was playing the ended beta test 2.3 or 2.4, somewhere there. And performance was quite an issue by the end of it. So, I kind of put the game on hold for a little while until, things started to settle down. They got it all patched up and I'm going to do a challenge park. Now, I'm going to do deciduous and I'm going to start on hard. Which does mean the very first thing I need to do is pause the game. Because deciduous hard is, well, exactly that. It's not an easy start. I've had a couple tests on this and the best way I've found to start so far is finances, give me a loan, give me 10,000 straight up, and then quickly pause the game here because we don't want too much time to go past to not do much. So I'm just going to extend this path out a little ways, and we want to build a coaster. Now the only coaster we get is the looping arrow. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a coaster quite close to the entrance. Not normally my style, and we're just going to make this coaster as cheap as I can. While still being quite exciting. So, a fairly small lift hill. I might actually bring this in a little bit. Turn off the chain. I don't want to go vertical. It's not that type of coaster. But I still want, a fair bit of speed on it. Now I'm playing while paused because this will take... It is paused, right? Yes. Because this will take a little bit. So, if we have a look at the challenges while we're quick. Where are we? Sorry, this one here. The only one here, it's got a park rating of 20. But I do know that when we finish a coaster that has a somewhat high excitement rating, we should get another challenge pop up. So we're just going to do that first because that extra $1,000 is quite substantial. I'm also going to try and keep it nice and compact. So this first hill is actually going to be a bit of an airtime hill if I can do it with a corner. I don't want to turn the track too much. And then let's come out straight. Looks straight to me. Okay. That might be too big. Unfortunately, every time you go backwards, in this, you lose a little bit of money, so let's hope we can Alright, let's bring this length down just slightly. I find that when you get to near the back of the coaster, that if you bring the length down, your hills don't get nearly as big, but you still keep the excitement up. Let's give this a bit of a roll over here. I might need to adjust the one before it to be a little more inverted. Do I want to do a self-made corkscrew? Alright, let's do a corkscrew. Nice and simple. How's that look for smoothness? Let's bring that slightly wider. It's going to be a fairly lazy corkscrew, this one. I'll fix that afterwards. It's fine. Now that's getting fairly close to the station here. How much money we got? We got 6,000 still. So let's bring this through. Bring this nice and tight in here. We'll almost flatten it. Almost. And then what I want to do, I want to drop it down, straighten it out a little bit. And I want to bring it out of this tight loop, but I don't, it's not really a loop, it's more of a, just a really tight corner. Hopefully it's going to carry a fair bit of speed through here. And then we're going to bring it out and hopefully back under here. Not hopefully, I will. Come on. No, doesn't want to turn that way. Okay. How about now? Lots of different. Maybe I'll just go in front. Come on, don't be shy. Actually, that might not be a bad idea. Alright, so if we come through here, straighten it up a little bit. Straighten this up, and we're just going to do another little airtime hill. And this is going to be quite small. Now on this side of it, let's bring that down like that. And let's add some block breaks. We need 2 sections of block breaks. And we have it sloping down. It'll take that, I think. But you have it sloping down, that way if it's sitting on the block breaks, we turn it off for one section. We'll flatten it. I think that's about the same height. Oh, it's a bit high, so yeah, that's okay. So 2 sections of block breaks. Make sure we turn that off. Let's make it longer again. That's so we can get 2 trains on here, because only running a single train is quite annoying actually. Now we just make sure we don't go too wide on this corner and sort of skip past it. We're pretty close now anyway. Eep. It needs some smoothing anyway, so this section here just all needs to be smooth. Lots. Okay, so what do we got left? 3,500. That's not bad. So I'm gonna unpause and we are going to put in test mode, just so we can see what's going on. Did I unpause it? Oh, come on. This game pauses and unpauses as it wants. It doesn't follow my rules. Oh well. So I think I might have lost a little bit of time here. So, hopefully there's nothing too extreme in it. I want to keep the fear. If we have a look at the heat maps and switch it to fear, I don't really want any place on the ride that the fear nosedives in the middle of it. That's a little bit high, so what I could do, I could boost this up a little bit. So if we come here and we just select this down to here, just push this up a little bit here. The next time it comes round, it'll be slightly less on the fear side. Results are... and also you can push things lower down to increase the fear. That's the best way I've seen. So let's just put that speed up a little bit to hurry it up. But you don't want your ride to go too high into that fear band. But you want to keep it in the greens, and you'll see as it comes round, it's pretty good. It's not the greatest ride I've ever made, but you know what, for what it is, let's put it back on pause while we finish this up. So the first thing we want to do, we want to switch this to blocks section, second train. And we've got this other train over here. And let's place the entrance. Now you'll see the entrance is this side and the exit is this side. Easy enough. Connect entrance path. Come on, don't be shy. I'm glad they fixed the connecting of the paths. That I don't like that. There it is. Okay. What they had before with that silly archway was, well, it was silly. Okay, so we can put that on test. It's going to take a little while to go through. With my remaining money, I'm going to basically... Now I want to have these entrances fairly close to each other. That's not going to work, is it? Alright, let's... Somewhere here, an exit can go... Yeah, we can put a crossroad there. Why is the angle snap not on? Now with this ride I know it takes a little while, so I'm not going to have the biggest line, but we'll do that. Let's turn that on and we'll get some people in the park. Okay. So what have we got left? 1300. Shops and facilities. So that doesn't sit straight. So angle snap can go off. And we'll use the shop as like decoration. I wish you could just place a shell in, but you can't do it. So you got to place the shop, and then you got to, or you can. Oh, I should move it just a little bit forward. No, it doesn't matter. It's alright, I could basically copy that on the other side. So if we do a custom Cosmic Cow, damn it. That. I should really... let's edit this one. So, where is it? Building. There it is. Okay, so we want custom. I think it's red brick in it. So wall. Classic brick? I don't think so. Come on. Not that one. Modern brick. Rough brick. That looks like the one. Come on. That alone will just improve that little building. And what I might do, so we come over to the roofs just quickly. I was almost there actually. So I think if we grab this one, and I'm just going to turn it that way. This was different. Okay, we come back to the wall section. Wall pieces. Back down to the, not modern. What was it? It was the rough brick. I think it's this section here. Nice. Okay, columns. I think it's framework. No. Wall decorations. Where's the rough planks? Let's do columns first. We need angle snap on that one. So we'll do that again. Angle snap on. Best to do a little bit of work on that. I haven't put toilets in, but that's okay. If you can have shops or something be your park decorations, and it's win for both. I think I'm going to play on this theme a little bit until I get some actual real money. I'm not going to do all this decoration though. I'm just going to do a little bit just to clean it up. Let's do wall decorations. Do we have lights? There we go. No, we don't. Go figure. Anyway, that will do for now. Let's put a sign up. Flags? No flags. Wall signs. Just a... it's Cosmic Cow, isn't it? But it's not the ice cream, it's the drink. It doesn't matter. It's not ice cream, but that will do. I haven't turned this one on. Why isn't it testing? Okay, that's unfair. Okay, now we try that again, because yes, you want to slide downhill all the way into the station. It's unfortunate that it didn't complete its test, but that's okay. Once this coaster gets going, we'll actually make some money. Notifications. Challenge available. 1 second airtime. Okay. So this should be it once we finally get it on. Come on. Let's fast forward a little bit. Not sure I'm gonna get. Well, at least it made it to the station. That's a good start. I can't believe it stopped, but makes sense. Bit low, but alright, so we got the challenge complete. Now I'll take my $1,000. So with that 1,000, not quite enough, is it? Let's money here. Let's make this $12 because we're good. Let's that's a good start. So if we have a look at the station here, and it's got a 79% theming, and all I've done is put 2 shops, and this one here, it has 34, but you know, it's better than the 0% that you'd normally get. Now I could easily fix this with a little bit of scenery. Alright. Wish that would stay up, but all I'd have to do is spend a little bit of money on that. Okay, what have we got? Okay. Have we got a small... It's not super small, but... you know, just a little bit of colour, and now we're at 43%. Okay. Okay, view challenge. Did I not do that? No, I didn't. But, and let's... why is no one going on this? Okay. Looks good though. Not going broke, which is always nice. 44%, just for a little bit of extra, you know. Now, if I was to... let's go buildings, just quickly, see what we can find. Blueprint. 464, that's a bit much, but it's in the same... I could easily... alright, let's just do a little more nature and then we'll call this an episode of not going broke. I don't want to... oh. Alright, maybe I do want to put some stuff down. Just one of those guys. And one of those guys. And let's also do, while I'm thinking about it, some path additions. Because I know what happens. Get some seats. Actually makes the path slightly narrower, so maybe I'd be better off putting them on the outside. And we'll do another couple bins just up at this end. Actually, nice. These paths are quite narrow as it is. I expect to replace this entire first bit once I get some money going. But we're at $1,500 now. So if we go back to our finances and take a quick look at the sheet here. cash flow is minus 100 and that, but it's basically mostly construction costs. Yeah, we're certainly going to get a fair bit out of this coaster, as long as it... I mean, you weren't even full. You still had 2 seats. So, every time that coaster comes through, it's going to be a fair bit of cash. And what I'm probably going to do... Alright, let's just set this up. No, let's do this in the next episode. So, there we go. That's the start of my next Let's Play. So thank you for watching. Have a great day.